Welcome to Crypto World Educate. Discover knowledge, creativity, and inspiration. From tutorials to discussions, join our vibrant community. Hit subscribe and let's embark on an incredible journey in the world of cryptocurrency. A leaked report has revealed that both BlackRock and J.P. Morgan have been working together to accumulate XRP. Black Swan Capitalist highlights the fact that no surprise here. Institutions will sweet talk the masses with Bitcoin while going for the best performing technology, XRP. When you see analysts coming in and confirming $30, $40, or even $500 per XRP, by 2023, it isn't as much of a shark. Specifically, when you see these wide-scale financial institutions like BlackRock and J.P. Morgan going ahead and beginning to accumulate it as well. In fact, this comes only 2.5 weeks after BlackRock was exposed to be shifting its focus from Bitcoin towards the leading digital currency, XRP, a digital asset primarily known for its payment protocol. I pulled up the exact article, a BlackRock and JP Morgan quietly accumulating XRP. There are some very interesting things that once again prompt the idea of a high-value XRP being required. It is a must for XRP so that it is able to facilitate the transactions that need to be facilitated on a cross-border level. It cites that in a fast-paced and ever-changing world of cryptocurrencies, revelations about institutional involvement are often met with fervent speculation and scrutiny, except for recently, where a confidential report emerged that shed light on JP Morgan's significant holding of XRP, a leading digital asset in the blockchain and cryptocurrency sphere. The article delves deep into the details of this leaked report, exploring the implications of JP Morgan's substantial investment in XRP and its potential impact on the financial landscape. Before diving into the findings of this report, it's crucial to have a solid understanding of XRP and its role within the Ripple ecosystem. XRP is a cryptocurrency developed by Ripple Labs designed to facilitate fast and cheap cross-border payment. Bitcoin and Ethereum, which function primarily as a value of deposits and platforms for decentralized applications. XRP aims to bridge the gap between traditional financial systems and blockchain technology. The leaked drop port appears to have come from an anonymous insider within J.P. Morgan, reveals that the banking giant has quietly accumulated more than 7.5% of its total wealth in XRP. This is a significant revelation as it shows J.P. Morgan's confidence in the potential of XRP as a long-term investment. It's worth noting that J.P. Morgan has not officially confirmed this report, adding an element of intrigue to the involvement with XRP. J.P. Morgan's move into the world of cryptocurrencies, particularly XRP and Ripple, is noteworthy for several reasons. With first and foremost, it's signaling a growing acceptance of digital assets by traditional financial industries. Because XRP is focused on facilitating international transactions, aligns with JP Morgan's global presence, potentially offering a more efficient means of cross-border payment. But it also continues to highlight the fact that it's not just JP Morgan that is the only major financial institution interested in XRP. According to a recent report published by Investing.com, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, is also eyeing XRP as part of an investment portfolio. This further underlines the growing appeal of XRP among institutional investors. This is only going to continue to increase. Institutions are going to adopt XRP on a wider scale. Retail is going to shift towards XRP to put their money in so that they can get away from this crazy high inflation. All this is going to just keep on exponentially growing as worldwide debt continues to rise. We can clearly see that in this article on Crypto News Flash titled, XRP price could exceed $10,000 to worldwide debt, R&AMP, T up to 3,000%. It highlights the fact that as we see more and more money printed, we automatically are going to see a higher value XRP as people are going to want to put their funds into an asset that actually can hold its value, that being XRP, the asset. Then highlights the fact that CBDCs are one of the most rapidly growing things. We see over 130 countries actively exploring and developing their own CBDCs, and a majority of them have been working with Ripple. It also dedicated a portion of this article to a massive forecast that has been made by an anonymous cryptocurrency analyst, Bit4Coins, which has put a during price prediction concerning XRP's future value, highlighting if XRP becomes the bridge asset for CBDCs in all countries embracing digital currencies, its value could skyrocket to a remarkable $10,000 per XRP. Even though at first I thought that this may be a bit of an exaggeration, I recall this article posted by Arthur Ritter, Ripple's co-founder, who also envisioned XRP's potential at $10,000. In fact, he made it clear in his statement that XRP in and of itself, the cryptocurrency, was designed and built for $10,000 per coin, but it required global adoption. As we see more financial institutions and more just general globalization of the XRP digital asset, we have to see higher value coin because more people are going to be using it. To achieve sight, exactly, XRP is designed for $10,000 and must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. We are beginning to see this happen. Ripple has reported over 30+ countries working towards building their CBDCs on the XRP ledger, and there's video proof of that as well. Which, James, a Ripple official, revealed over 30 countries will be announcing their central bank total currency on the XRP ledger, possibly in the next couple of months. Let's go ahead and roll the clip. I would tell you that outside of the US, the case had almost no impact on our ability to get conversations and projects going with central banks. I know here in the US, we focus a lot on the US. That's what you'd expect. But the reality is that the rest of the world does not see things the same way. I think it's been clear for a while that countries like the UK, Switzerland, and Japan have been very clear that XRP is not a security. Anyway, moving on to the CBC side, it's not really been an impediment. Since we started 2.5 years ago on this project, we've announced 5 different countries that are working with us. We have a similar number that are not announced, and then we have 20+ other active discussions underway. We've announced 5 different countries that are working with us. We have a similar number that are not announced, and then we have 20+ other active discussions underway. Now everybody understands that when we talk about it, should be going to 10,000 or going to even 500. We're not saying it's going to go to $10,000 or $5,000 in the next day or two. What we're saying is once we get a bull run, we're going to hit a massive high. We have already begun seeing this. We've talked to you guys about how utility coins are going to be the prime candidates for these massive pumps that are going to make multimillionaires and are an amp. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. If you found value, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay inspired and keep exploring.